What's good, everybody? This is TMX from the Toadman Experience. I just want to talk about the pros and cons of loyalty in collecting. I've been a loyal collector, fan of Spider Man for the past 30 something years, and I've been a loyal fan collector of Pokemon for 26 years since the first episode appeared in US 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so there's a lot of pros and cons. I've seen and been through a lot with with collecting, with the hobby. And, there's a lot of things with benefits of being a loyal fan. There's a lot of things that can be a con, especially with the community and the way that people act. And, so I just want to talk through it and just see what you people think. If you wanted to comment and say what you think about my topics, if you don't agree with me, go ahead, sound off. If you do agree with me, go ahead, sound off. But just want to keep it friendly, keep it happy, keep it moving, and keep the community the best community that we can. So I'm gonna rip some Metazoo Nightfall and Metazoo, I guess, a Halloween pack, and just talk a little bit. So one of the pros, and it's an obvious pro of collecting and being a loyalist, is you get all of the stuff, right? You get all the hidden treasures, you get all the hidden inside jokes, you get to be a part of the clan, you get to be a part of everything going down, you get all the knowledge, the inside scoops and all that. And that's great. It makes you feel part of something, that camaraderie that makes you, feel like it's worthwhile, worth your time. And that's all great. But then the con side of it, you can really be taken for granted. There's like with MetaZoo, there was a lot of pre-orders that were going out and just stealing people's money basically, and no intention of putting out product, no intention of fulfilling the product, and a lot of people got screwed over, got taken advantage of. So there's also the fact that like you can put a lot of faith into something that comes out. There, people will be selling you on things, whether it's comic books. They lie and tell you that this is like the biggest thing that's coming. Spider-Man's biggest event, or like there's an issue like the scariest tale ever told by Spider-Man. And then when it really came out, it wasn't scary at all. It was it was a good book, but it was, I think, it was spine tingly Spider-Man. It was a fine book, but it wasn't a scary. It wasn't really scary. It was just another way of selling it to you. So they really want to take advantage of your loyalty in that way to make money, and you gotta realize that they're gonna do things to make money. These companies, these comic book companies, these card game companies, they're doing things to make money, and they don't really care if they are loyal back to you. So it could be a one-way street. Second thing is the community. The big pros, the community that we build, the people that we bring in, the friendships we made, the the talks that we have with people. I still can talk about one of my favorite things ever was Dragon Ball Z's Cell Saga, and the the path that Gohan took in that, if you guys are familiar, and him kind of coming into his own, becoming this incredible warrior and saving the human race and all that. It was incredible, and it really resonated with me at the time because I was going through a lot of stuff. I was around Gohan's age when that show came out. So it was for me, that was really important, and I can talk to other people who at that time it was important for them to watch that, to enjoy that, to experience that. So that kind of thing you don't get if you're not a loyalist. If you're a casual person, you don't really get to see that community. You don't get to be a part of that. um, and then on the flip side, there's the tribalism. If you don't like a certain thing, people will be like, "Oh, well, you're not a real fan," or um, you know, you have to collect every single one of these, blah 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 blah, in order to be a real fan. You're not a real fan, or like they try to say, "Oh, you can't watch One Piece and Dragon Ball Z. If you watch One Piece and Dragon Ball Z, you're not a real fan." Or they talk down to other people to that like something else, that like something different. Oh, you like Metazoo? Oh, I like Fab. You can't watch, you can't, you know, you're not a real fan if you play in Metazoo. You got to come over here and play Flesh and Blood. Flesh and Blood is where it's at. That kind of tribalism is the cause of a lot of anguish in fans and a lot of negativity. Negativity is definitely a big con with being loyal to whatever you like, because you could be the biggest fan in the world, and then somebody else can try to yuck your yum, and it's really unfortunate. So that's another big con. Oh, we're starting off with a hollow moth. That's awesome. It's a pretty good moth. That's my favorite moth, and yeah, it's a pretty good quality too. So starting off the packs with a bang. All right, so the last thing really is a big. I will go with the same topic. I'm going with the cons of being a loyalist. It goes in the same topic as tribalism. It's like the gatekeeping. Trying to keep people out who could be a great fan, could really like and be a part of the fan base, be a part of what you like, be a part of just the fun of whatever hobby you are. So again, someone who's playing Flesh and Blood, you're like, oh man, let's keep him out. He's one of those. Or right now, it's like Cryptic Camp. People, oh, you like Cryptic Camp? Well, you can't like Meta 2 and Cryptic Camp at the same time. Oh, you support this guy or that guy, and you can't support us. You can't be a part of this. And that gatekeeping can be really destructive. It can be really poor. You know, a poor look of what the actual fan base is, because it's supposed to be really welcoming. So it's supposed to be welcome. It's supposed to be something that we all can watch together and enjoy together and experience together, right? But we have people who don't want other people into their realm because they don't like them personally, or they don't like other things that they like. One, like I said, with One Piece. I don't like One Piece. I was really against the anime. I never played the card game. I have no idea what it's like. But I'm not gonna hate somebody else for liking it. Um, and it's really important to just like what you like. I always say, get a hobby, and if your hobby you don't like your hobby, then get a new hobby. So it's just good to stay in the lane that you like, and you don't have to worry about what other people like or what other people makes gets them excited. Just find something that's good for you, and just run with it, right? Ooh, got the Kinderhook crackle bar. That thing is folded. Look how folded that is. Holy cow. So yeah, that was the last con that I had, but last pro would be as far as like the gatekeeping kind of sector of what I'm speaking about, is that it's good. You can spot issues from far away if you're a loyalist. You can spot issues, oh, that's that guy that's from that company that stole $10,000 from people on a Kickstarter. Let's keep him out of what we're doing. Hey, that's a new whatnot seller. That whatnot seller was scamming people under a different name. That whatnot seller was screwing people over on eBay or Mercari or whatever. Spotting those issues, spotting those people who are no good, not good doers the in the industry or in the community, spotting those people that are scammers, those troublesome people, those people that are, that will flip on a dime in your DMs and say something nasty to you. Just spotting these people. Oh, this that guy from this other thing. So there is a certain part of gatekeeping that I believe is important to the industries, is keeping the poor, the poor-minded, poor intended, people with poor intentions out of the industry, out of the community. Keep them. Hey, they can enjoy it on their own time, but they shouldn't be making money off of it. They shouldn't be making money if they don't, if they're not a good person, a good community member. If they, there's a lot of people that make money off the community who have never read a comic book. For example, there's people that run their own comic shops and never read a comic book before, and that's all right. But maybe I won't. Maybe I'll give some more money to the guy across the street who has been a comic book collector his whole life, who's really into it, who's done charity events for the community, who's done things like, help contribute to the community, get an artist, help artists, sell comics and art and stuff like that, rather than somebody who's just trying to make a buck off of it and will sell anything and anything under the sun to make a buck. So I believe that a certain level of gatekeeping is important in it, but there's definitely the cons and pros to it. So those are my three pros and cons of issues, loyalty in the community. So what do you guys think? Do you think that loyalty is like inherently in the negative realm? Is it something that you guys will always be a part of? Will you always be loyal to the game? Or it's just something to think about. All right, so put the comments in below, and hope you guys have a good rest of your day. All right, peace.